Hello, my noble band of outlaws. Outlaw Samurai coming at you live with a video. Yes, as you can tell by the hopefully title of the live stream, that we are going to be doing the big end of the year cutting video today. Hopefully, okay, yeah, it's uh, it's up there correctly. Okay, so I'm trying out my new uh, camera basically at 1080 frames per second. How crisp is the video quality? Hmm. From my end, it's not very crisp, but it's fluid. I decided to get the big tree trunk stand out just simply because it makes cutting larger bottles and pretty much all the other targets easier. The sword we're going to be using today is the Hanwei Raptor Nanabuko Sakuri. Let's get started. I have my hat on for splashdown. And I don't know if I can zoom in or not. This is very experimental, my noble outlaw, so please forgive me for any potential delays in the cutting. Next up, we got an itty bitty mini bottle. Woohoo! Took a bit of the bark off with that one. You may be wondering why I'm purposely cutting out towards this way. It's because my film setup is over there, and I don't want to get water all over it. There's already a chance of rain today to begin with. I'm just purposely tip cutting at this point, just to see if I could do it. Yeah, I forgot. These were filled with that nasty Bloomington chemically tasting water. Blech. Not bad. Now you're probably wondering, Outlaw, why did you choose the non-Bukacho katana instead of one of your tried and trusted ones for epic badassery? Well, I just wanted to play around with this and see how much I could actually do with it. Next, up, little peachy tea. Oh, that's so peachy. A little overpowered there. One problem with this stand is that it's not flush. So bottles tend to like, the jugs sit on just fine. But when it comes to bottles, I have to position it just ever so. Or they don't want to sit on it. Damn! Even took a nice chunk out of the stand with that one. No damage whatsoever. So some of you may be asking, Outlaw, did you honestly take a tree trunk and turn it into a tree stand and a cutting stand? The answer is yes. Oh, one more jug. Let's see how many rings I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 is all we're going to get. Oh, look. Get a little piece of the thingy off. You know them. You know I have a distinct love-hate relationship with them. Love the flavor, don't so much love cutting them. Gatorade bottle. Oh, that cut through the lid, the rim, and the upper neck of the bottle, and that's the toughest part. Absolutely no damage. Like, absolutely no damage to the edge. It hasn't even really dulled. I mean, down here is still shaving sharp. This is up here more what I'd consider bottle cutting sharp. And it actually got the second cut. For those of you who don't know, once you've cut a bottle once, it gets significantly harder to continue cutting it. You really need good edge alignment and a sharp edge. Remember the cranberry cider from the short? Same thing. One. I guess I'm only getting 2 rings off of that one. Powerade bottles aren't exactly easy to cut either, and this thing is just tearing through them. That's why, little sneak, I have decided what the name of this sword shall be. It shall be known as the Eagle's Talon, or Eagle Claw. I have Raven Claw inside, and I have Eagle Claw. I know they're technically talons, but bear with me here. I should really check to see if there's actually sound with this, or I should really check to see if there's actually sound with this. Okay. Or so, as we can see, just like an eagle tears through anything it gets its talons on, so too is this blade. Alright. I think that's all the rest of the hard targets. They're kind of squishy. I'm actually curious, because I've been putting a fair amount of power into these swings. That was just a casual swing. That wasn't even power. The only power that came from me was basically lifting my arm and throwing my elbow forward. Let's see if I can repeat that. Okay, Pure Leaf. Little harder plastic. There we go. Just a moment, my noble outlaws. I'm not leaving you hanging. 2 on the cut. Well, I got stationary. I think what happened was, as I was going for the second cut, because they were so close together, the first bottle smacked into the second bottle. Oh shit. Now that's something you can only do with a really keen, sharp edge. Do not worry, there is more to come. Reverse grip. Offhand first grip. Offhand reverse grip. Well, I cut into it, should say. Almost completely scalloped it, like took a scalloped cut out of it. Bourbon, anyone? I'll say Seth from the Freestyle Swordsman should appreciate this. Now that's interesting. That is very interesting. I assume that would have clean cut through it. Oh, now I see what the problem was. See, these plastic liquor bottles have a much denser plastic to them, because if they didn't, the alcohol, which is an acid, would eat through these plastic liquor bottles. Snap cut. That is quite interesting. Boop. How normal people open their bottles. Versus how Outlaw Samurai opens them. I noticed one thing. My right ring finger, when I swing this thing one-handed, really likes to dig into this one knot on the battle wrap. Watch. Precision. I'm going to cut right through the label. Some of you may be wondering, Outlaw, why did you choose to make this a live stream? Well, simply put, I've been out here already for 19 minutes, and I figured this would be a rather long video. Plus, that way if any of my Noble Outlaws could tune in and see the big end of the year cutting video, they would be able to offer some good Q&A. Also, live streams are a form of videoing that uploads instantly, and I'm very impatient. Like grabbing 2 bottles at once. I wonder, can I cut it like that? We'll find out. I can do it. Would I want to? No. But it can be done. Just draw cut. That was honestly pretty damn cool. It was almost like a perfect seal was made. There's no sweeter taste on my tongue than victory. Not that I'm particularly worried about water getting down into there with how tight the seal on this habaki is. But Hanwei's fittings tend to have the patina rub off of them very easily with use. At least that's what I experienced with the Raptor. Honestly, it should almost be a meme that you really can't call yourself a sword collector if you don't at least have one Hanwei in your collection at this point. Because how long has Hanwei been on the market? I'm pretty sure anyone who calls himself a backyard cutter has at least one Hanwei or has at least handled a Hanwei before. That's just like a personal thing I just thought of at the top of my head. I don't know. Y'all tell me. That was interesting. A bit of water on the screen. Not as much as it would be if it was over there and I was cutting in that direction. I know I'm a glutton for punishment, but I will make this work. And I did. I can just hear the comments now. Outlaw Samurai cheating to get doubles. Hey, this is a completely legitimate way that you can attempt to get doubles. In my opinion. Oh, looks like I was mistaken. One more mini Gatorade. It does the same thing. This is going to be actually, I feel like this is going to be dull by the time I get done cutting. Yet more to come. Holy shit. I actually made a second cut on that. These are the rest of the bottles. I'm just going to move them closer. Non-dominant. Reverse grip. Back. Under there. There. Damn. Try to do a throw cut, which is basically when you throw a cut, but you let go of the sword and then catch it. Okay. That should have just chopped right through. Could it be that I finally dulled this thing? Right, I forgot bottles over here. We'll see. That still opens bottles real good. Exceptionally well, I'd say. I keep forgetting I have to kind of whip the blade into it. Dude, we got a whole other month before end of year. A lot of crap can happen in a month. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, we may have a lot of shit the rest of the year, but here in Indiana, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. So it's a fair assumption for me to make this video now. Cut a damn snowman in half. That's fun. If we have enough snow this year, Joe, I will. But how regular people open bottles versus how I do it. Cheers. Yeah. 30 minutes and 19 seconds. I knew this was going to be a stupid long cutting video. Thanks, Joe. I'm about to wrap up anyways. Well, thank you, Joe, for tuning in to the latter half of the video. And until next time, my noble band of outlaws, Outlaw Samurai tells all y'all, be crazy rednecks, be safe when using your weapons. I'm out. Peace. And Joe has kind of convinced me that maybe I jumped the gun a little too soon. Don't worry, I'll be restocked soon. I got my suppliers for targets. I'm out. Peace.